Hey, Mac Delta Fish Go. Thanks for stopping in. Today's Monday, January 3rd, and I'm not fishing. Yeah, whatever. It's supposed to be raining this week, so I'm saving it up for some sunshine. However, I've seen some reports, some guys actually making some good catches. It's not going off, but yeah, they made some good catches, some nice catches actually, out on the Delta. I think have a little bit to do with the changes that are happening this week as far as the atmospheric river system that's coming through, or weather system, atmospheric weather. Anyways, barometric pressure is going up and down, temps going up and down. You got some good overcast, so it can make for some good fishing conditions, post frontal conditions out there. So whoever's taking advantage of it and actually making some good catches, more power to you. Congrats. I'm not getting out there. I'm going to wait till the weather clears up. Probably missing out on it, but I don't want to get stuck in the rain. That's not fun fishing for me. Although I do know, and I agree, that sometimes a good rain, if you're willing to be out in that weather, there can be rewards. So I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying be careful, and good luck to you. Anyways, since I'm not getting out there this week, I'll make this video for you to go over a few things that I have been using, will be using more. Well, I have been using last year, will be using more this year, and some couple of things for you guys to get ready and prep for this season coming. First and foremost, last year I saw a bunch of videos on guys getting hooked. And I don't know, if you fish a lot out there and you tie enough knots and you play with enough lures out there, sooner or later you're going to get a hook in you. And it doesn't even have to be a hook. It could be something else that happens. It happens. So for myself, I've always carried a little, I don't even know if there's Flambeau or Walmart. I got it from Walmart. Who is it? No, it's actually Plano. It's a Plano box. It's a first aid box. And, just simple things in there. If you smoke, you burn yourself, or if you're doing fish and eat, or whatever we call it, fish, cook and eat, fish and cook, or whatever, and you happen to have a burn, some things for burns, Band-Aids, some alcohol wipes, some painkillers, just something to get you back, or get you through either the fishing day or get you back to where you need real medical attention. So make yourself a little first aid kit, a couple of Band-Aids at least, and some antibiotic ointment or something. I've always had that. Ever since I've been out on the boat, I've had that. But I probably should have had it even when I was bank fishing long ago. Make you a little first aid kit. If not for you, for maybe somebody you're taking with you or going with, and they need it. By all means, I would gladly share any of my first aid kit with somebody else that needed it. Whatever to help, right? All right. Another thing that I constantly use, I used to use Spike It, the bottle, the liquid, but then I started using these a couple of years ago. It's just a pen. Still make my Spike It. It's the dip and glow of the garlic, but I find it so much easier to grab your soft plastic and take care of just the section you want to, put the cover back on, put it away. If you watch enough videos, or if you've used Spike It jar liquid long enough, you got to be careful with it. Once it's in there, in the carpet or whatever, it's there forever. So that's another thing I used. I made some shorts about these, but these little Cuda scissors, got like 6 of these floating around. I had probably 2 on my boat, 2 in my gear room, and 2 probably in a tackle bag somewhere, in my travel tackle bag. Indispensable little scissors. $6, $5, but man, they're awesome to me. A headlamp, always in my boat. Doesn't mean it can't be in your backpack if you're a bank fisherman. Headlamp. Early mornings, you're trying to do whatever, trying to tie a knot in the dark. Now, if you can tie a knot in the dark with your eyes closed, man, you're good. I can't. Indispensable, even if for those summer late evenings when you're out there and you're gonna, go past and it starts to get dark, and whether you're trailing your boat or still out fishing or just trying to do something in the dark, indisposable. I've never used these to fish now. I don't know how that works out, but in order to get tasks done in the dark, whether early morning, late in the evening, good little cheap headlamp. I think this is an Energizer with 3 AAA batteries, bright enough to handle it. Anything that I need to get done so I don't fall off the boat or fall off the trailer or tying a knot, whatever. Just cheap and easy to have. Lighter. I use, as mentioned before in my older videos, I strictly use 50-pound braid on everything. Won't get into a debate about it. Don't care what you use. Do you on that. I do 50-pound braid for everything. But what I don't like, tell you for you braid users, if you don't know, is once you tie your knot, you get that little fuzzy end from your tag, your excess tag. I like to burn my ends. And this little thing I found last year, because I had a lighter in my little tackle bag. And when the wind's blowing, like it does on the Delta, trying to get a lighter to burn a tag end, I've actually burned my main line trying to burn the tag end, singe it down to where it doesn't become a little fluffy ball, and had to retie and everything. It was a pain in the butt. But I found this. It's kind of like a little jet burner. Use it. I mean, it's fast, it's easy, and it works in the wind. This was a couple bucks. Name of this is Honest. I got it on Amazon, but it works off of butane, but super quick. You don't have to sit there and find a non-wind spot. That's become definitely a must-have for my tackle box. And one more thing, a sharpener. A simple sharpener. It's got a hook groove in it. It'll do knives too, but it's got a groove in it for your hooks. I'm telling you, sharpen your hooks. And I'm telling you that because of what I haven't done in the past and what I should have done. It's one of those, I should have tightened my drag. I should have did this. I should have did that. Well, I should have been checking my hooks and sharpening my hooks, even throughout the fishing day. And having a little one, it's like the size of a pen. It fits anywhere. Put it on your dash, put it in your pocket, whatever. You never know, you hit a rock, you're putting it on your reel or in transit, it grabs something, it snags something, and it just dings that front hook. It's a shoulda, coulda, woulda. Cheap item, less than 10 bucks. And you can get a couple of them, packs of 2s, I think, too. But just to be able to fix that hook. Anyways, a couple of the tools that I've had, and will always have, that's always on my boat. Anyways, and you can be for bank fishermen, not just a boat. Every one of these things that I've mentioned, the sharpener, the lighter, the spike it pen, the headlamp, the scissors, and a small first aid. Bank fishermen too, so don't think it's only for boaters or boat fishermen anyways. All right. Last year, Outdoorsman had a sale on their Shimano Zodius rods. Now, I'll tell you, I do like Shimano rods. One, the SLX versions, which I started with. All my rods, they were affordable, and they had the different styles, the different types, makes that I needed and wanted, and they fit the bill really good. I have no complaints about the SLX line. But you want to try different things. I want to try something else and see can it be better? Can it work this lure the same way or better, and give it a try? So I did. I dabbled with moving on to some Dobbins rods, and I still use some Dobbins rods. My flipping rod is the Dobbins rod. My swim bait, I got two of them actually, two swim bait Dobbins rods. I love them just as much, and I still have the SLXs too, right here. This is an SLX rod, and I love it for throwing, you know, my rattle traps. But anyways, back to the sale. So, you know, I was fine with paying 100, 150 bucks for rods. They were cool, and they fit the bill, and they caught fish. I bought into a sale that Outdoorsman was having on the Zodius, Shimano Zodius. And I tell you what, man, I love that rod. I actually own 3 of them now, but I started off with one to run the chatterbait. This one right here is the 7.2 medium heavy, and I started throwing that with the chatterbait, 3/8 ounce. It's rated up to 1 ounce, but by the time you put a trailer on there, you're just coming up under what, like 3/4 ounce or whatever. So it's good for 3 ounces with a trailer, or 3/8 ounces with a trailer. You could even run a 1/2 ounce on it. And again, depending on trailer, it doesn't like anything it maxed out at that 1 ounce. To me, it's not that it doesn't like it, it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like it does when I have a 3/8 with a trailer and I'm throwing it. But man, super light. Love that rod. Then I picked up a second one, that same sale. So these were like going to something, around 200 MSRP, or MAP, whatever you want to call it. And they had the sale, and I was getting them for like, I think like, they had like 40% off. I don't know, less than 100 bucks, basically. This was the first glass rod that I tried. This is the 7-foot medium light glass rod in the Zodius. And now it's my dedicated shallow crankbait rod. Again, man, it's so light, it's great. It really is so worth it. And I did it on sale, and they've been out for a while, but you know, just trying something new. So now I own 3 of them. I have also my jig rod, and that's a 7.2 heavy action, and love that rod. That rod, last year, those 3 rods they were fire for me. Love the feel of them, love the lightweight, love the action. No complaints on those. And bumping up to that next, I don't know what you call it, that next level in price point for what you get. I was totally happy with that. Then I started thinking, well, okay, what would be the next level? Can it get better? You know what I mean? Type thing. So I went, and I'd always had my mind on, you know, a mega bass rod. I was thinking, what rod could I get to try out in the mega bass rod? Well, last year they had, again, it was a sale towards the end of the year. And I bought the Orochi XX. Again, it was on sale. This was the F2, or excuse me, the Diablo, not the F2, Diablo Spec R. It's a F5 7'2", 3/8 to 3/4 ounce, and that fit the bill for my spinnerbait. So now it's my spinnerbait rod. Man, again, you know what they say, you get what you pay for. Again, I still have Shimano SLXs that I use, but man, that's a nice rod. It really is. The cork on it's great. The builds on it's great. Does it catch fish any differently? Well, no, but it's got like, it catches fish. Just like my previous rod, I was using a Dobbins spinner, and it caught plenty of fish. but the way this fishes and the hookup, I did lose a bunch of fish last year on the Dobbins. And who's to say that was the rod or just me and what I was doing? But I know since I bought this rod, I like it. Feels good. It's ergonomic. It's a nice rod to fish with. And lastly, they had the year-end sales going on. And I love fishing a chatterbait. What I don't like is retying. I like to be able to and some people use clips. I don't. I straight tie all my chatterbaits on. But I throw everything. I throw the stealth blade. I throw a 3/8 ounce, a ½ ounce, 3/4 ounce stealth blade. I throw the big blades. I throw the Evos. I started throwing the Evos last year when they came out. I throw primarily the Hog Farmer Spunk Shads. In fact, that's all I throw is the Hog Farmer Spunk Shads. But I throw them in a 3.5, 4, or is it 4.5 and then 5.5? But I throw all three sizes depending on the size chatterbait that I throw. And anyways, love throwing a chatterbait. Just, man, that's a fish catching lure right there, no doubt. They had a sale on the Brett Height. Now I was using, before I go there, I was using the SLX. I was using the SLX medium heavy 7.4. Is it 7.4 or 7.3? No, this is 610. This is 7.4. I use that for something else now. I believe it was a 7.3. Medium heavy, moderate action. And it was cool because it was up to 3/4. So some of the 3/4 ones, once you put a 3/4 ounce jackhammer on there, and then you're kind of pushing that 3/4. Now you're into the 1 ounce or a little over 1 ounce with a trailer on there. No problem still. I was still catching plenty of chatterbait fish. But I wanted something, I wanted to see what the hype was all about because there was a sale going on too, about having a dedicated rod that was made for throwing chatterbaits. Now I can't justify $400, not yet anyways. I'm not there. I'm like at that 200, like, okay, if it's around 200, maybe I'll give it a try. So that's where I'm at right now. Maybe one day I'll do a $400 rod, I don't know. But anyways, these went on sale. These are the Brett Height ones, the original combat stick. Man, by Evergreen. This is a 7.3 heavy glass. Or it's heavy power. Action is medium slow. ½ ounce to 2 ounce lure rating. Damn. Yeah, love this rod. So I got it on sale. It's like 99 bucks. And I turned around and I bought a second one. And towards the end of last year and the beginning of this year, and a couple of trips that I've had out already, absolutely love the way that rod feels. So, yeah, and then there's the new one out, which is a 400, it's like 400 bucks. It's like the Super Elite, I don't know what it is. It's a red one. You'll probably see it out there. But, man, fishing a chatterbait with these rods, this rod was designed, it is the jackhammer rod. It's just nice, man. I don't know what to tell you. If you can get a sale on it and just to give it a try or buy one used or whatever, totally recommend it. I totally recommend the Zodius if you can catch them on sale. I mean, getting them for less than 100 bucks, that 40% off that they were running, or 130. I don't know. It was way cheaper than what they normally go for with that sale that Outdoorsman had. The two combat sticks that I picked up, those I got through Tackle Warehouse, and they had them 100 bucks, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'd pay what they were originally going for either. But knowing what I know now about these rods being specific for chatterbaits and fishing them, yeah, I like them. I can see this rod was definitely made to fish a jackhammer. They say it's heavier, you know, or whatever. I don't know, man. It just, they feel good. They feel good. They're very. I still, you know, I fish all braid, so you know I've got the sensitivity in that. Um, I don't see any downside to fishing. It's all upside for me. Fishing the Brett Heights, even you know this older original model. Um, for the sale price, well worth it, honestly, in my opinion. So that's what I've been using, and the Mega Bass one. And there's some nice rods. um, they sure are expensive if they're not on sale. Even if they're not on sale, it's still a $200 rod. But I can see why. I can see why. I haven't even touched the P5 rods yet. I've never fished one. I don't know. Got some buddies that have fished them. They swear by them. I don't know. What other rods have I been using? That's really it. The Dobbins, Zodius, Shimano, and the Evergreens will be my rods this year. I don't know if I'll jump into another Mega Bass rod or not, but we'll see. I really would like to try a Mega Bass P5, just to see what all the hype's about. I just don't want to pay that money. I'm slowly but surely diminishing all my reels. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more reels to change over to the Shimano SLXs. I did last year go, because it was on sale, the new Corrado 200M. And now that lives on a umbrella rig, on my Dobbins rod, swim bait that I'm using for an umbrella rig rod. And that one's been really good. I've got Corrado Ks in the 200 sizes, and those are all for striper. And I love those reels. Excuse me. When I first started out, I was using Cast King. Okay, so here's the deal with Cast King. Super cheap. At the time, their reels, the Spartacus, were $39. And they work just fine. They get dirty just like any other rods or reels. It's got the brakes on it. Caught plenty of fish off these Cast King. Are they the best? No, they're not. Do they compare to the Shimano SLXs that I fish with? No, they don't compare, but they work. And when I first started, you know, everything was, you know, I'm not, if it's a good budget buy and it works and I don't have constant problems with it, I'm that guy. I'll run it. I don't mind. And I'm not sponsored by anyone either, and that's okay. But I will say these Cast Kings, for the price of them, I mean, I probably got 8 or 9 of them. And I've been swapping them out because I can afford the SLXs. But the SLXs for, what, $100 difference? Well, you're going from that $40 difference to like that $129.99. Worth it for sure. Way better in all aspects. But if I had to do it all over again, I was just starting out trying to figure stuff out, I would not. I would do it the same way with the Cast Kings. I mean, just because I'm swapping them out doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. It's just the SLXs are better. That being said, I'm being patient with, you know, like this one right here. I'll probably do an XT. Well, most of them are all XTs. I have some MGLs in there, a couple of MGLs. But an XT 7.2 SLX-A. I have actually I have one of those that I picked up during the sales this past winter, and that's been going great. But yeah, the Cast King is fine. Now, I have 3 of them that, or no, 4 that I will not get rid of, and there's nothing I want to swap it with. And that is because they live on my frog rods and my frog, punch, and flipping rods. And the reason is, this is the Speed Demon, Cast King Speed Demon. Deadbolt, that's the word I was looking for. These don't have a drag at all. And yeah, I want a Shimano rod, a reel that doesn't have a drag on it. I want complete lockup. I don't want drag washers. I don't want anything. I just want a complete lockup. Shimano doesn't make one. I don't know if anybody else makes one, but Cast King. And those have been awesome for me. It's not like I'm casting them either. So like I'm flipping, you know, you're flipping. The only ones that are really casting is the frog rods, but it's a frog rod, and I don't know. I don't see an Aldebaran being that much better at throwing a frog than the Cast King for the price anyways. As far as I don't know, accuracy and everything else. They work just fine. But it's that deadbolt. It's that immediate lockup. There's nothing. I've had that happen to me. I don't know if you've had it happen to you in the past. But taking your drag down, or forgetting to take your drag down, and losing a fish. Nothing to do with your rod, everything to do with your reel. Those are 4 Cast Kings that I'm not going to get rid of until I find another reel that I don't have to go and then manually lock down. Those deadbolts have been awesome. And for the price, what were they, 50 bucks? 40 bucks? I don't even know if they sell them anymore. And it would suck if these went down, because then I have to go find another frog, flip, or punch reel that, you know, can lock down, that has no give or with no drag. I really do like those. Those are awesome for me. Anyways, yeah, so a couple more Spartacus reels to replace out this year, but that's it as far as reels go. Haven't had any problems with the Cast Kings, but the SLXs are far superior. Shimano SLXs, XTs, and well, XTA now. I've had no problems. Now, the MGL, SLX MGL 70 is what I throw on my crankbait. Just because they're so light, and the 50-pound braid, man, this thing comes off. I mean, it comes off like a rocket. I will say, none of the SLXs, I do 2 on, 2 off on my brake systems. And then I don't have any of my SLXs needing brakes more than the number 2. And it goes to, what, 9? Yeah, it goes to 9 on the max. But none of them on here are set past 2. Haven't had the need. Again, I'm running 2 on, 2 off, but having the brakes set on 2, it's been perfect. No problems with my SLXs. I need to go through and clean them, oil them up. A couple of them, I've already done some of them. The new SLX XTA. So far, I put that one on this new rod, on the Mega Bass rod for spinnerbait fishing, the 150 HG, so it's 7.2. It's just as nice. Again, brakes 2 on, 2 off, and nothing past 2 on the dial. Been awesome. So anyways, that's the gear that I'm going out with this year. I'm happy with it, especially these 2 Brett Height rods, these Evergreen jackhammer rods. Man, those are freaking, I'm stoked about these 2 rods. For fishing out here on the Delta, for me, fishing because they go up to 2 ounces too. Anything, so my ½ ounce, got a ½ ounce on this one, 3/4 ounce on this one. That's rocking, I believe, the 4.5, and that's the 5.5 spunk shad on that one. And then I'm running the 3/8 for shallow water stuff on the Zodius. Love it, love it. I was contemplating doing a 3rd rod, but again, this is ½ ounce to 2 ounce. So I'm going to continue running the 3/8 on the Zodius rod, and these will just be for my ½ ounce and bigger on the jackhammers. Anyways, yeah, and then of course the Megabass rod is the shit for running my SV3s, which I'm going to run all year. I am trying some other ones for fishing. I've got a War Eagle, then that's sitting on a Dobbin Sierra. Again, like I said, I've also still run my SLXs. This is one of my older SLX rods that I've been throwing the LV500 on with a Cast King reel, Spartacus 2. Again, for the price point, these 2 rods, nothing wrong with them. But man, going to that Zodius glass rod, throwing crankbaits or lipless, definite improvement. And the catch, I won't say a definite improvement in the catch, but just fishing overall. It's lighter, it feels better, wear and tear. And I think that's a big one with the Zodius rods. It's the wear and tear. You know, I'm getting older, and shoulder, making a day of fishing just makes it that much more pleasurable. Anyways, yeah, that's about it for me, guys. I'm not fishing this week. If you are fishing this week, I want to say good luck to you. Get out there, have a great time. I hope you catch. I'm thinking the weather shifting, coming in and out. Like right now, it's having pockets of sunshine, but it's kind of like post-frontal conditions, but the rain's not here. Maybe it's a good time to get out there and try it and see what you can catch. It can only get better. You hear the music? That's the Amazon guy. He's jamming. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. If you're fishing this week, good luck to you. I hope you catch a big one. We're all waiting for it to go hot and stay hot. I know I am, and can't wait to share some of that with you this upcoming season for 2025. All right, Mac here, Delta Fish Co. Thanks for stopping in. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more. As promised, excuse me, I'm gonna make more videos on a weekly basis for you pertaining to fishing, whether it be some gear or conditions or whatever. Anyways, I'll see you next week. Have a good one out there. Stay safe. Mac, Delta Fish Co.